You may have noticed some unusual activity, perhaps maybe on your social media. It could be that you're receiving strange text messages, phone calls from an unknown number. Maybe you might even find that there might be like certain people that are getting in contact with you, like old friends or contacts, or people that wouldn't normally be getting in contact with you. You might find that those people are actually watching, liking, watching your stories. Yeah, this is all part of it. If you find yourself in this situation, I'm going to be talking about this in this video. Watch this. Hello, my friends. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, right, I really wanted to look at those strange calls, those weird texts from an unknown number, those views, the views on your social media from some kind of account that you don't even recognize. And do you know what? Do you know what, my friends, deep down, I think you all know who it's from? Yeah, them. And this is that validation, okay? This isn't feeding your delusion, because you know in your heart, you know that this person is watching, you know that this person is doing this to you, okay? Even though it's not out in the open and it's not obvious, but you know, because you can tell from your intuition, okay? You kind of like know. And you know what, my friends, I wanted to make this video, and it's freestyle. I don't have any notes, because usually I have notes on how I kind of am going to plan these videos, but this is just freestyle. This is ad hoc. So first of all, I just want to say sorry if I repeat any of these points. Sorry if I go off on a tangent, but I feel so passionate about this subject. And I know I've talked about this a lot on this channel, but I felt called to do it again because I feel like it's something that bothers a lot of us, And I understand how you feel, because it was done to me. It was done to me for a number of years. But for me, it was a little bit different, because I've been on YouTube, because I've been on social media for quite some time. I was a lot more out in the open, and my work has been about helping and educating people about this. So I was going to be targeted. So I know how you're feeling. Like, you feel like you're being watched 24. That's how I would say. And it's this uneasy feeling. You can't put your finger on it, but you know you're being watched. You know that this is not okay. So really, in this video, I wanted to kind of like validate you and say, yeah, you know what, you're right. It is them. Of course it's them. Because if you really think about it, before all of this that was happening, were you experiencing that? Were you getting the weird texts? Were you getting the views from that strange account that you found following you a few months ago, but never made any movement, were just watching? Or those phone calls from that strange number that you never answer, but you kind of just know it's a withheld number, most probably. It will be them watching you. It will be them doing that. And the reason why they do it is because they have this disorder, okay? And it's an attachment disorder. They can't connect to you in a healthy way, but they can't disconnect from you in a healthy way. In a way, they want to know what you are doing. They want to see what you are up to post breakup, after they are no longer in your life. Are you carrying on in your life? Is your life good? Is your life better without them? That's what they're looking at. That's what they're looking to find out, is whether you're doing better than them. Please don't be fooled that suddenly they're in love with you. They've realized their error of their way, and this is their kind of like secret way to try and get back with you. No, they don't do that. Like, they're not going to do that. Honestly, I know that you would want that to happen. I get it, like deep down. Yeah, sure. We all did. We all wanted the validation that we are not crazy. We are not those things that narcissist has said that we are. But these are different types of individual. Okay, they're not going to validate you, and they're not going to give you closure. So don't think just because you're hearing from them, suddenly they're going to be giving you answers, and they're going to be saying things that they mean and that you have wanted to hear. Sure, they're going to say to you that they love you. They probably reach out to you and tell you how amazing you are and how sorry they are. But as you have known from the cycles previously, it doesn't mean nothing. Are they really sorry? Well, no, because they keep doing the same thing over again. So how can someone be sorry if that is the case? It's not. You know what I mean? It isn't. So this is where you've got to use your discernment and realize that this person is watching you because they're trying to gather information on you. That's right, my friends. So at this point, if you find yourself here, you got to be careful what you are posting online, okay? Because it is going to be seen, whether it's not them that's following you, or maybe it's other people that are watching you. You know, they may have access to that account, the friend request, the strange, like, it's all very, very odd. I know. This is where you have to understand that they're not able to let go of you, but it's not because they're in love with you or they want you in that way. This is more about control. So if say, for example, let's just say, you know, they were sorry, they did all of those things, and it made you feel like, oh, okay, maybe they do want me back. Maybe they have realized the error of their ways, and maybe we will get together and be together. Where is this relationship going to go? Where is this going to move forward to? Because can you really forgive them for the things that they have done? Can you really understand them, like truly understand them and forgive them? These people have problems with connection, with bonding. These people are all about controlling, okay? Controlling you, making you feel a certain way, making you feel less than so that they can control you. How can a relationship like that work? And this is it. Although we do want to feel the way that we do, has this person done any work on themselves? Have they looked at what they have been doing? It's not likely that they have. So the same cycles are going to continue. And how is it that this person can lie to your face, possibly in some cases cheat on you, and then truly be really sorry about it, you know, and want to make amends? That's the issue here. That is the issue. Can that person really do that? And that's what you've got to look at, my friends. You know, is the fact that these individuals aren't sorry because they have an external locus of control. They see everyone else is the problem and not them. These are huge defense mechanisms, and these aren't likely to change with a few weeks of therapy. It doesn't really work because these are ingrained behaviors. Sometimes even years of therapy to try and identify that may not work. And since when do you know a narcissist to really put in that motivation and that work to want to change? It is part of the condition to outsource the blame, to look at other people as the issue, because your defense mechanisms are so high. They're not going to be looking at trying to resolve this. It will always be you. You will always be the issue, but they can't detach from you. But then again, do you want someone who cannot attach, who can't let go, who can't even be in the relationship in a way that is satisfying? And that's what I'm saying. It is eerie, it is strange. And let's look at the people, your friends or the acquaintances that you had in common. Why are they reaching out? Why are they watching you? Because I'll tell you something, all that information is getting back to that narcissist. And why is because they are trying to get information on you. But this is never going to lead to a happy place. Might feel, you know, like your ego might feel like, yeah, this is good. Like they are now wanting me back. They're wanting you back so that they can control you, so that you can give them the validation. And believe me, that relationship that you have with them is going to go back into that same cycle. It isn't going to be any different. It is going to go back into the same cycle. And basically, it will end up in this place again. That's what happens. It is only a narcissist, a sociopath, sometimes even psychopathic. But this kind of personality triad are the ones that will watch, are the ones that will stalk. You know why? Because attachment is dysfunctional. They cannot detach. They need to know what's going on. It's about possessiveness, objectification, which is at the core of this issue. They objectify you as in they possess you like an object, objectification, object. You belong to them because you serve a purpose. There isn't real depth of emotion here. And that is the issue. That is, in other words, the connection. It's very much surface level. It doesn't have depth where you honor one another. They want to override your free will. That's what's happening. So when they leave and they're with somebody else, or they've gone on and do their life, like, why would you leave? Why would you leave someone? Because if you're not attached to somebody at that level, you don't feel the pain of disconnection. You're kind of like, okay, next person, because it's about needs getting met. This is about your soul, your subconscious, recognizing what has happened, why it's happened, and to understand that you're stepping into a new level of freedom, okay? Because this is all done in stages. So you're moving to the next stage. You're moving to the next point in your healing journey. Don't be afraid of your dreams. Do not be afraid of your dreams, because they are a great way of kind of gauging where you are in all of this. So, my friends, I really hope that this video has made sense. And if you want to look at your dreams a little bit closer of what they mean, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box for more details. If you have liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, or why don't you forward it to someone who probably would benefit from this, who think that you might be able to help them. And if you haven't already, please do press that subscribe button. Until next time, thank you so much for watching this video. Honor your healing and keep moving forward. See you in the next video. Goodbye.